Welcome back, duelists. My name is Nathan, or Nate. I'm here with Smoke Bandits Yu-Gi-Oh! And today is July 31st, 2024. And August and the ban list are right around the corner. We are going to be diving into today the team's predictions of what's going to be on that list, what's going to get hit, what's going to be unhit, and because we're in the middle of a tier 0 format right now. The metagame needs a shakeup. Snake Eyes has been terrorizing the format for way too long. And there are just some cards in the format that are super unhealthy. We're ready to see some big changes with this list, hopefully. And hopefully Konami is listening to this video, because we've got some pretty great ideas coming in store for them. You'll be getting to see a prediction list from everybody here on the team. And if this is the kind of content that you like, please like and subscribe. We would love to help provide you with more of this type of content. And without further ado, let's hop into the lists and see what everybody's thinking. Alrighty, first up we have Brandon's list. In the Forbidden category, he is choosing to ban Hot Red Dragon, King Calamity, Albion the Sanctifier Dragon, Beatrice, Flamberge, and Jasmine. Brandon is a known plant hater. In terms of limiting, we have Summoning Circle, Branded Fusion, Crossout Designator, Snake Eye Ash, Wanted Poster, Skill Drain, Sangan Summoning, Glow Up Bulb, Summon Sorceress with the new errata, Zodiac Trident. Ooh, do you think Trident can come back? Heavy Storm, Runic Fountain. Semi-limiting, bringing back Naturia Sacred Tree. One was just massacred that deck. Putting Sharvara back to 2. Ooh, that's a buff for you, Bell. And in terms of unlimiting, we got all the Dragon Rulers, Pankratops, and Ancient Fairy Dragon. Not much of a hit to Yubel outside of the circle, and that was a little bit of a buff with Sharvara. Yubel best deck. Next up, we have Caleb's list. Starting off with the Forbidden, already looks pretty familiar. Hot Red, King Calamity, Albion, Beatrice, but 2 new additions are Apollosa and Protos. Protos just got unhit. Protos is a very unfair card, and Caleb, being a Ritual Beast player, knows it. And if you're playing it in your deck and you know that it's bad, it's bad. Needs to go. In terms of limiting, we have Snake Eye Ash and Wanted Poster, Sangan Summoning, Skill Drain, Runic Tip. I guess that's the Runic hit. Bringing back Masterpiece, Sanctifier with the errata, and then Kit Kalos and Talents. Kit Kalos, can you tell he likes tier? And then in terms of unlimiting, of course, the Dragon Rulers and Kieran. Kieran should never have been on the ban list after 2020. Alrighty, next up we have our local legend Dino, aka Josh's Mimic Goat. Known for playing the feature match in round 1 of the NACQ this year on Mimikable. His prediction for this list so far is pretty familiar as well. We got Arch Nemesis Protos, Flamberge, Sanctifier, Calamity, Beatrice, and Apo. In terms of limiting, we've got Glow Bulb, just like the OCG, Ash to 1, Poplar to 1. This is an interesting hit. I do think that this is an intriguing one, especially because as a Snake Eye player myself, I know drawing the Poplar or having the Poplar in hand is really not that fun. And if you ever draw 2, because right now we're playing 2, it's even worse, and you're really in a tough spot. So putting it at 1, and if you ever see it, you're pretty unhappy. Next up, Chandra and Pydra to 1. That's a pretty big hit. Phantom of Yubel to 1. Biden Dragon to 1. Man, really hitting the dragons hard. Zenmighty, Heavy Storm, Summoning Circle, Prosperity, Sangan Kaiman, man, Sangan summoning, just completely taken out Tenpai here. Talents and skill drain. Semi-limited, shifter to 2, SP to 2, oh, following OCG footsteps. Bonfire to 2, cross out to 2, and wanted poster to 2. Unlimiting exactly the, what is that, left foot? Smoke Grenade of the Thief. Maybe with this old band that can come back. I doubt it though. That card is just super bad. Handwritten bad. And Sacred Tree all the way back. Next up we have Henry, starting off the bands. He has chosen to go for Protos, Flamberge, Shifter, Albion, the Sanctifier, Calamity, Omega. According to him, hand looping is bad and he just wants it completely out of the game. Caesar, catching some strays here in the rank 6 package, alongside Beatrice, and then our good friends Abo and IP, Terraforming, and Called by the Grave, all getting banned. In terms of limiting, he's got Bestial Rebellion, Fenrir, Snake Eye Ash, Kitkalos, Prosperity, Talents, Thrust, Wanted Poster, Summoning Circle, Skill Drain. A lot more in the semi-limited here, choosing to just go for some big consistency hits with Black Witch, Bonfire, Brand Diffusion, Crossout Designator, Sangan Kaiman, Nightmare Throne, and Sangan Summoning, and just a couple in limits here with Pank and Kieran. Next up, we have Josh's list, aka Sword Soul of Joshua. He's choosing to ban out a lot of purple cards. Starting off his bans with IP, Apo, Beatrice, Sanctifier, Shifter, Ash, Flamberge, Calamity, Moon of the Close Sky, Talents, Called by, and then we get into the Floodgates, which are Anti-Spell, Protos, D-Barrier, Rivalry of Warlords, Goes and Match, Tikaboo, and Skill Drain. In terms of his limits, just Pot of Prosperity, Sangan Summoning, Phantom of Yubel, and Runic Fountain, and unlimits, Baron, and all of the Dragon Rulers. Moving right on to Justin's list here, it's a little bit of a smaller one, but still got some big hits on it. He's going right for Flamberge, IP, Beatrice, and Calamity. Interesting not seeing Albion on there. In terms of limiting, he has Sangan Summoning, Pot of Prosperity, Phantom of Yubel, and Bonfire. Semi-limiting Hydra, and then unlimiting Sekka's Light and Masterpiece. Apparently, Masterpiece is just a worse Chaos Angel in his opinion, and Masterpiece can be back at 3 fine without any repercussions. Is he right? Who knows? Now it's Mark's turn, and he is going to come out absolutely swinging for the fences. Our local Dragon Master is going off the bat hard in his Forbidden section by hitting Flamberge, Shifter, Original Simple Spoil, big hit to the Snake Eye deck there. IP, Lurie, big hit to the Fiendsmith cards there. Beatrice, and a Sanctifier. No hot red. A little surprising there, but yeah. In terms of the limits, this is where his list gets a bit crazy. He's got Eclipse Wyvern coming back, as well as Chaos Ruler. These are 2 very crazy cards that I believe are banned for pretty good reason. He thinks they're going to get an errata. Massive cope there, but who knows? But he also has Sangan Summoning, Pot of Prosperity, Talents, Thrust, Glow Up Bulb, and Baron. Yeah, another hot take there. Baron can just come back. Semi-limiting, he's got Tenpai, Dragon Hydra, Chaos Space, Droll, Bonfire, and unlimiting Plushfire, which has its new errata. So, alrighty, and now it's time for my list. I'm definitely going for some big hits here and trying to be surprising and hit some unusual things. Starting off with Temple. I think if you hit Temple, not being able to fetch out of the deck is a big hit to Snake Eye. Saying and Summoning, one of the themes you'll see here is I'm going to try to hit anything that says your opponent cannot interact. Same thing goes here with Protos. Sanctifier, instead of hitting Hot Red Dragon, I'm hitting Crimson Dragon because that's the problem card. Anything that can just cheat out massive synchro monsters like that shouldn't be in the game. Beatrice, IP, Lurie, Instant Fusion, that's on there so that some other things can come off. Anti-Spell Fragrance, just says Pendulums can't play. Gimmick Puppet. The two hits that I have there are the ones that specifically make it so you can't respond and can't target or like all that. Like that should, anything like that should just go away. Limiting Snake Eyes Poplar, Bonfire, Wanted Poster, and Witch going for the consistency hits there. Same with Pydra, Summon Sorceress with her new errata, Starving Venom, and Electromite. I think they can come back. They're in Master Duel, they're in OCG, they're doing okay. There really aren't too many FTKs running around with them right now. I think they can come back, at least to one. Especially with us getting the new Maxi coming out. Pseudo Maxi, the new Mulch Army, Winged Beast. Yeah, then Kit Kalos could probably come to one, especially if Instant Fusion's banned. Glow Up Bulb, because it's fun. Runic Fountain to one, Nightmare Throne to one, Phantom of Yubel to one. Those are my Yubel hits. Skill Drain, and the Gimmick Puppet Field spell. Yeah, and then Flamberge to one. I know it's already at one, but now you have to play one. You know that they're only playing one, and it's an easier banish target and such. Next for semi-limiting, Airlifter maybe could go back to 3. I know the OCG, it's really taking off there still, but Airlifter I think could maybe start coming back. Same with Sharvara. Those were really harsh hits to the deck, and I'd like to see them come back into the format. Pot of Prosperity, and then Astrograph Sorcerer. Definitely a card I think could come back to just to 2 and maybe start coming back all the way off the list. In terms of the unlimits, I've got the Dragon Rulers, Pankratops, Kieran, and Flushfire. Last but certainly not least, we have Aaron's list. He is choosing to ban Apo, IP, Beatrice, Sanctifier, Shifter, Ash, Calamity, and Baby Goddess. Going right for the kill on both Snake Eyes and I guess maybe the splash ability of Fiendsmith. Pretty big hits there. Not messing with Flamberge though, because I guess if you hit Ash, that's a really big hit to the deck. Limiting, we have following suit with the OCG, the Gimmick Puppet of Strings, Pot of Prosperity, Saying and Summoning, Witch, Skill Drain, Runic Fountain, Bonfire, Crossout Designator, and Spirit of Yubel. Semi-limit, he was going back and forth between unlimiting and semi-limiting Sharvara. He's just guessing that's what Konami's going to do next. And then lastly, unlimiting all of the cards that definitely shouldn't be on the list anymore: Kieran, the Rulers, and Pankratops. Well, that's going to do it here for us today, guys. Thank you for joining in for the Team Smoke Bandits Austin Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist predictions. Let us go ahead and know down in the comments who you think had the hottest take, who had the craziest unlimit, the craziest ban, and whose list do you think is most correct? We want to know your thoughts, and did we miss anything? Is there anything you think that's going to come off that we didn't mention, or anything that's going to get hit that we didn't mention? Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts and speculations as we get ready for the August ban list. And honestly, hopefully it's just a good one, something that's going to help us shake up the meta, because I'm ready to start playing the new deck.